to be whenever we first got here, right about the time you got here.
Okay. So that was around 6 o'clock?
Yeah. What happened?
He said, like, hearing, right?
He said, I'm talking to a friend, I'm hearing reports.
Talking to a friend, hearing reports.
That when George said that about 15 people.
Oh, okay. She did tell me about this stuff.
How close are you?
I'm at like the right across the conference hotel, so the office. Yeah.
Will you live in DC?
Yeah, it's right next to the building.
There's a lot of it there. And I can see that.
What's up, bro?
And how you guys so late?
This is my third spot I've been in.
Is this the best spot, or?
I feel like I've been basically the same scene, but from like 3 different things.
Okay.
No, but this was the
I
best
was by the,
spot.
like the hospital first.
Where?
Over there. And
Oh,
then
that
you
was
see cars,
after.
like a bunch are coming. And then now we're here as number 3, but I'm told that there was like a press was supposed to happen
Kroger.
at the Kroger, but we're having a tough time getting there because everything's all blocked off.
Same, yeah.
That, okay.
That's a good interview that they're getting.
Who's getting?
It's Justin Gray.
Oh.
I would imagine.
Or Matt Johnson.
My Johnson?
Yeah, I think Matt.
I just don't have a phone number you want them to call. Is it button good for the mic?
No,
It's red?
it's red. I'll get it.
It's at the back. No, it's not locked.
Oh yeah, it's in the car. 60? Is this yours?
Yes.
Did somebody text?
Damon.
He said what?
We're not alone. I'm going to be right now. Oh, okay. So you be safe, okay? Yeah. I can't talk anymore. I've got to go. I got things to do. Okay.
That's listed. Share. Oh, share. Yeah. This is insurance.
Was sick or believed he was sick, and his family believes the CDC was the target. Well, the next door running. Oh, sorry. I lost my ability to detect sarcasm.
No. I was trying to work this
According to CNN's John Miller, it's pretty plugged in. This guy blamed his illness on the COVID-19 vaccine. There you go. Those people are out there. Right. But this one was with the right.
suicide or trying to get their loved ones who were calling them. That tweet that you're talking about really stood out to all of us in terms of from the Emory campus talking about hide, run, fight. That was really part of the process. So as we worked that together, we knew from our federal and local law enforcement officials, they were taking this seriously. They had an active shooter. One of their own had been shot, and now within the next 15 minutes or so, part of this investigation will be revealed to us when they have this news conference. One other point I want to bring up, Jim, they did do a sweep of the buildings. They were bringing in additional SWAT officers in because you have a large campus like this, a beautiful area. You want to make sure there are no pockets of people hiding or in need of help. We're not sure if anybody else was injured. They were shot from being fired. That's something that we're going to try to confirm in the next video.
Las autoridades han dejado saber que tal como mencionábamos, pues la mayor amenaza ha sido digamos, ultimada. Sin embargo, la restricción se mantiene, no solamente de Acelis para efectos del tráfico vehicular, sino también las restricciones en todos los alrededores para transeúntes. ¿Cuál es la recomendación? Sabemos que son momentos en los que la familia está regresando a casa. La invitación es a mantenerse resguardados y a salvo, sobre todo porque a lo largo de que esta tarde, noche avance, es muy probable entonces que todos estos organismos de seguridad se mantengan en la zona y por lo tanto la restricción de poder manejarse en los alrededores siga restringida. Estamos entonces esperando hasta el momento que dejan saber que solamente darán información preliminar. Las autoridades han dejado claro que para el momento están entonces esperando a quien se encargaría de la vocería de dar actualizaciones a los medios de comunicación también. La persona entonces se acercó para compartir con nosotros datos. Dejó saber que la prioridad es poder controlar la seguridad totalmente. Nosotros, por supuesto, nos mantenemos en un lugar. Están llegando dos
Are you controlling that with your phone?
Welcome to the revolution, brother. Check.
No, they told me.
I just need my capture, my question captured. Well, no, because the mayor's going to be sent over there, so
There's gonna probably be a crowd on it.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, and actually the mayor
you good?
just arrived here.
Ben?
The police chief is with him
Ben,
as well.
good.
And one thing that we should bring up also,
You like it?
talking about some of these other shooting
Trailer,
situations,
you like it?
the CDC pretty much parts of it. You can't just gain access to the campus itself. So you have to go through a security gate to even get to most of the buildings there. It's like up on top of a hill. And so anyone who's approaching would be seen from that front area. The CVS is sort of right across the street from him, so that may have played into why he decided to stand there. And as we arrived here and we were watching, we could see those CVS employees actually explaining to the officers what was going on. We do know there's also surveillance cameras on both sides, so there should be some sort of visual cue for what happened here. They should be able to watch it. I'm sure they were looking at it in advance of it before they came there. The gathering of folks now from different agencies in the area is happening just on camera right here. Start really considering this information. But you got to understand, we're talking about 4:50 on Friday in Atlanta. This is a very busy area. Folks were driving by. There were so many people who heard those gunshots. They were terrified and had lockdown went out. People who work for the CDC and the Emory University. Just imagine the terror. And on top of that, you have an officer shot as they were able to take the suspect.
But yeah, I think that's like you are losing that. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna call them. I called them. So. Then they told you, and then you call me. How you doing?
Okay. Well, I'm a flexible window.
Yeah, once you step up here where they are.
I mean, it'd be helpful.
That's different than where he was.
Yeah, that was way different.
I got 61.
I had that first.
Sir, can you stand up here real quick? Oh,
Yeah, because you
want that white shirt?
Yeah, it's like a mold. Yeah, so they were good in center. Yeah, right.
He's a little closer to the mayor.
What makes you say that? Okay, thank you.
No, absolutely.
Appreciate it, bro.
No problem, guys.
Why you gotta be a white man?
Yeah, you want to put this mic back on?
Here comes a pep talk.
Alright, everyone, I'm giving you a little bit of information. We're going to start in about 5 minutes, so go ahead and call all of your master controls, all your assignment editors to let them know. Again, I will say this. We will start with questions and we will go around. We will not do the barrage of questions at one time because I know you all have several questions. We ask that you please don't ask the same question that's already been asked because it becomes a repetitive thing. If you all can just bear with us because this is still evolving. Since we've been there, we got another phone call. It's still evolving. But if you are the person who's going to ask those questions, when it's time, I will look at you or point to you or call your name if I know it, and we'll go around the room, okay? I would suggest that all those people who are standing behind me move closer this way because you're not going to really be able to see or hear the mayor because he's going to face this way. The people who will be talking are Mayor Andrew Dickens and Andre Dickens and Chief Darren Shearbaum, Atlanta Police Department. And we will start in approximately 5 minutes. Thank you. Sure thing. Thank you.
Do you want to leave your microphone just in case? Okay. So make sure it's
Chief
on.
and the mayor. Chief and the mayor.
Just want to let you know.
5 minutes of news conference. 5 minutes.
Oh, you don't need it?
No, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Think fondly. Looking out.
You guys gonna have anything for us, or just want to? Okay, got it. I appreciate it. Here they come.
All right, they're walking.
I called him.
You called it first.
Everybody rolling. Give me a thumbs up.
Everybody good?
Hey, we're about to start.
Everybody okay? Ready?
Here we go, guys.
Good evening. My name is Andre Dickens. I'm the mayor of the city of Atlanta. I'm joined here today by Atlanta Police Department Chief Shearbaum, Atlanta Fire Rescue Chief Smith, as well as FDI SAC Brown to my right, and the DeKalb County PIO Officer Wells. We're just a few of the individuals and teams that are here that's been on scene for the last 2 hours as I've witnessed the coordination amongst many of this active shooter incident that occurred today on the campus of Emory University, just off site of the CDC and next to this CVS pharmacy. This active shooter incident started this afternoon, and Chief Shearbon will give you some of the details regarding that. I witnessed for the last 2 hours a very coordinated response. A lot of training had to go into how these men and women of Emory University, the DeKalb County Police, the FBI, the City of Atlanta Police, Fire and Rescue from both DeKalb and the City of Atlanta, the GVI, Georgia State Patrol. I saw officers coming from all over to be able to respond to this incident. At this time, Chief Shearbon will give you more of the details, but at this time, the shooter is deceased, and we don't have any civilians that have been shot in this active shooter incident. Thank God for that. We do have a DeKalb County officer that was also shot, and at this very moment, the CEO of DeKalb County, Lorraine Cochran Johnson, as well as the police chief of DeKalb County, are at the hospital right now, meeting and talking with individuals, the families, and other officers that were involved having to respond to this emergency situation. They will shortly come to this very same spot to give a press conference and an update on that officer and that incident. And at this time also, on the CDC's campus, there are 92 children that are in a daycare that is on this campus. They are safe, and we are setting up with the CDC and all connected parties to be able to get those families reunited with those children at a local school very nearby. And we have the address of that. The chief will give you the specific address and name of that school nearby. So we are working to unify families, and at this time there have been no civilian casualties, but this was an active shooter incident. The shooter is now deceased. The campus is, there are no threats on the campus currently, but we still have an active investigation. Atlanta Police Department will be the investigating party, and so we ask that while things are safe, that you don't drive in that part of campus, because we need to make sure that the investigation goes through without any obstruction. Again, to the men and women that work at the CDC, we know that you've had a tough go of it in the past year, and my heart goes out to you as uncertainty was around your occupation and you being citizens of Atlanta. That means something to me. And then today, this occurs. We are with you, we stand with you, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that we bring resolve to this situation. And FBI SAC Brown, he may be able to tell you more about some of the windows that might have been shot on various floors of the CDC as gunfire did take place. The other thing is, to those parents of those 92 children that are at the CDC, I'm a parent as well. I know your uncertainty and your fear and your concern has been high. We wanted to come give you this message that all the children are safe, and that we will be making sure that you get reunited with them as soon as possible. I know your heart is just really aching, but the good news is none of them have been injured, and we will get you connected to those, to your loved ones really soon. I'll come back to this microphone after others will be given a chance to speak. Now I turn it over to Chief Darren Shearbon, as Atlanta Police Department has been in coordination with all the other outstanding agencies as we've been working together. And this is why we train on active shooter drills, etc., around this region. This has been a group project and a coordinated effort, and Darren Shearbon, the Atlanta Police Chief, will now address you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just give you an update and some additional information what the mayor provided. So this afternoon at approximately 4:50, the Atlanta 911 Center became aware of a report of an active shooter that was occurring at 1600 Clifton Road. This is right at the intersection of Clifton Road and CDC Parkway, immediately in front of the CDC campus. Officers from multiple agencies responded, from the campus, across the region, from our federal partners and our state partners responded to the scene. Officers arriving found a critically injured DeKalb County police officer that was down. He was immediately extracted from the scene and taken to Grady Memorial Hospital. Officers could still hear gunfire occurring inside the CVS drugstore that is right there at the intersections. Officers moved quickly to attempt to find the shooter and to neutralize the threat to the community. We later found the shooter on the second floor of the CVS. He had been struck by gunfire. We do not know at this time whether that was from officers or if it was self-inflicted. He was removed from the location by Atlanta Fire Rescue to render aid. He did pass at the scene. We also know that the CDC campus did receive multiple rounds into their buildings. Right now, as the mayor stated, we are not aware of any injury that occurred to anyone on that location. 4 other individuals did later arrive at the hospital. They were retreated for stress and anxiety symptoms. They were not injured in the shooting. And to reemphasize what the mayor stated, the children in the daycare center are unharmed. We have law enforcement and medical professionals with them, and we are coordinating the return of those children to their families. We've already put this out. We want to reemphasize it. The CDC leadership is communicating this to all parents, but the reunification site is at the Clifton School, which is located at 1900 Starvine Way, Starvin Way in Decatur. And we want to again reassure all parents and loved ones that their children are okay. We do believe there was a single shooter, and we do believe that single shooter is deceased. Right now, the investigation is being conducted by the Atlanta Police Department Complex Case Squad, by the GBI and the FBI in a joint investigation until we know more information to what transpired. The Atlanta Police Department is lifting up the DeKalb County officer, the DeKalb County Police Department in our prayers, and I ask everyone that is watching this broadcast to do the exact same thing. And I want to commend the men and women of law enforcement from all across this region that when this community needs them, no one shirked from the danger. And every officer from multiple jurisdictions responded and immediately moved to end this threat. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Paul Brown, the Special Agent in charge of the FBI's Atlanta Division. And like the Chief and the Mayor said, we immediately responded to the scene. At this time, we're not aware of any casualties on the campus of the CDC, but in conjunction with our partners, we're methodically clearing that to ensure that that is accurate and that is remains so. And then once that's done, we'll assist with processing the scene and conducting the investigation jointly with our partners.
Mayor, we're ready for questions. We'll start on this side. We may not be able to get to everyone, but we'll start with you, Rob, over to Mayor's right.
Right. Good evening, Mayor. Is it believed right now that the CDC was targeted in this attack?
Well, I'll let Chief Sherbaum ask anything around the investigation. He'll be able to answer that. But right now, it's so preliminary. I read social media and I get calls from a number of you that have heard things about this individual's background. He's a white male, and he has he is a known person that may have some interest in certain things that I can't reiterate right now with any confidence until the investigation is fully conducted. But I think that in a short order, you'll know more about this individual and about some assumptions of his motive, but can't say right now.
All right. Can you tell us anything more about the suspect? What kind of weapon did he use? How many rounds went into the CDC building?
No, yeah, we can tell you multiple rounds were fired. We can tell you that multiple rounds were fired, both we believe at law enforcement and potentially at the CDC. Purposely, we can't say it definitively, but it would appear we can't rule that out right now.
Is that CVS a two-story store, or was he in some other kind of place above the store?
We believe it's a multiple-story building, but he was on the second floor of the building that houses the CVS.
Does he have a criminal record?
We can't release that at this time.
Did the man live in that building?
Allow me to let someone else ask a question. Anyone over here at New York Times?
So this shooting comes on the heels of a few other high-profile shootings, including one in Port Stewart, including numerous on Bedford and some other neighborhoods. I'm curious to what extent can the city confront what seems to be a rash of gun violence without state-level intervention?
So your question around a number of high-profile shootings, Fort Stewart, here at Emory, and others across the nation and in the state of Georgia, is definitely one that we have to pay attention to. Mass shootings, active shooter scenarios should not become the norm. We have a number of individuals in this country that have access to high-powered weapons, and for individuals with those high-powered weapons that may have mental challenges, or those individuals with high-powered weapons that are angry, when they choose to use those weapons in a way that harms multiple people, we have to put an end to that in our society. So this is something we do have to have a national and a state, a full conversation across the nation and across the state of Georgia not just in one city. As you see, this is a coordinated effort across DeKalb, across college campuses, the FBI, the GBI. As you see active shooters across the nation, we just added to the statistic.
You said they, sorry, you said
Right
they,
here in black shirt.
Thank you. We're hearing that the officer passed away.
Well, at this time, it is a DeKalb County officer, and we want to make sure that DeKalb County is able to respond to what's going on with that officer. We know that he was shot and critically injured, and at this time, as I stand here, I can't give you that information that you just asked. We have the PIO of DeKalb County here, and as I said, in short order, you will hear from the DeKalb County Chief and the DeKalb County CEO.
All right, over here.
Can I ask, why was the DeKalb officer there? I know this area is kind of on that border, but just talk about that. Maybe Chief Shervon or you, Mr. Mayor.
I want to talk about how mutual aid and how we're all kind of together.
This is an area that is part of the city limits, but inside of DeKalb County, so it's not uncommon for patrol patterns to cross for multiple jurisdictions. They may share the space. We don't know why the officer was there. Was he going to work? Was he coming home from work? We don't know if he was on patrol. We will know that at the end of the investigation.
Did you want to give an update?
So we can confirm that our officer was responding to the threat of the active shooter.
So you can't.
Yes, we can confirm that our officer was responding to the threat of the active shooter.
Can you give an update on the condition? There have been several media reports that he's passed away.
So we can't confirm that at this time. Like Mayor said previously, our chief, interim chief Pedrick, will be here to provide an update. I just don't have that information readily available.
So we both Chief and Mayor, if we can, we're getting reports that maybe the suspect who was known had some issues with the CDC because he was upset about the COVID vaccine. He thought it made him sick. Is there any way you guys could maybe address that, and maybe if he was targeting the CDC because of the vaccine?
We cannot confirm at this time. This is in the earliest stages of the investigation. The same questions you have, law enforcement has. And so everything that is the question of the nation, we're going to get the answer to, and we'll be able to report back as soon as we can.
Question? Yeah. We're hearing this maybe DeKalb, but was this officer a bookie officer? We heard basically he was ambushed a little bit when he actually arrived on scene.
So any information about the officer will come from interim chief Pedrick later this evening, including his status and how long he was with the department.
All right. Is the white car with the trunk open and shot up, is that connected to the suspect?
It's part of the crime scene at this time. We can't confirm if it was the car that the suspect drove, but it is searched by the police and it's being held as evidence.
We're going to take the last question right here.
Do you guys have a timeline of when the gunfire was called in and how quickly officers responded and how quickly the suspect was essentially...
4:50 p.m. is when the first call came in. Law enforcement arrived very, very quickly thereafter. Oftentimes when officers arrive, they're so quickly engaged in the scene they can't radio out. So we'll be reviewing all video to determine when the first officers arrived. But the response was from multiple agencies. I wish I could name everyone right now, but the citizens of the Atlanta region should be proud of their law enforcement today.
Yeah, as Chief stated, this was a coordinated effort. When I was here around 5:15 or so, I was seeing not only DeKalb County and Atlanta, we were seeing Gwinnett County, we saw officers from Dunwoody, we saw, of course, Emory, the FBI, GBI, Georgia State Patrol. Everyone was responding because there were shots being fired, calls for shot being fired right there in front of the CDC, and then shots fired inside of the CVS. And so you're hearing, everyone responded. It was hundreds of officers as well as fire rescue. And at this time, we've spoken with Emory President Finvez, as well as all of the individuals at the CDC, the leadership there, and the leadership of DeKalb County, et cetera. Everyone will continue to give updates throughout this evening. This very same spot will be utilized by DeKalb County as they return from the hospital really soon, as they're talking with families. And as more information becomes available that we can share about the suspect that is now deceased, we will make sure that we share that because we want you to know the mindset what might have led to this so that we never have it happen again. We want right now to give this update that the area is clear, no threats continue to exist, and we're going to start reuniting families with those children that are in that daycare. And again, the campus has the all clear sign. Stay out of that area right there in front of the CDC and where the CVS is, because it is an active investigation that's being led by APD in coordination with FBI, GBI, and of course with DeKalb County there. That's it at this time.
Thank you everyone. For any updates, please make sure you follow the Atlanta Police Department social media. That's where we will have updates. That's also where we will let you know when we will have our next press conference, and we'll also try to send an email. Thank you everyone.
Officer Wells, we're doing the press conference at 8:30 at the hospital.
Ready to go.
Which Brady?
Coffee. Yeah, coffee down.
Our hospital people are telling us 8:30 at the hospital. Excuse me.
偷偷告诉大家，我最近发现了新法宝 Royal Face 逆时奇迹系列，它有活肤露、全效精华，还有精华霜。尤其我皮肤比较偏干，所以我非常的注重保湿。保湿做得好，肌肤自然烹润。提亮肤色更年轻，抚平皱纹超有感，而且气色变好。用心保养，每天都更美一点。美吧。